This is a bow sander? Let's make it. Just need some sanding belt and a board with clear straight grain. I like to use 36 grit belt. The board again needs to have clear straight grain with minimal runout, be an inch or so thick, and I go with about a 30-inch length. For the layout, I make 2 parallel lines that are the width of the belt apart, and then keep 2.5 inches or so on each end kind of blocky. Then make 2 more parallel lines that are a 1/2 inch or so inboard, and connect all that with some gentle curves, and here I'm just scribbling out the waste. I felt like doing just hand tools for this, and I would venture that a draw knife in skilled hands would be faster than any kind of hand saw. I'm only going to rough out to just outside my lines with the draw knife. After that, I'll switch to more refining tools. Here is marking and cutting the saw kerf into each end that the belt tucks into. Of course, the side profile also has to be slimmed down to a dimension that will allow it to actually bend. A little more bulk removal here, but this is a spot where you definitely don't want to go too far with the draw knife. If you dig in too far anywhere on the back of the bow, you can create a hinge point that will make it weak. I like to use a spoke shave to do a lot of the refining, so getting right down to my lines, chamfering the corners, getting rid of any of the minor tear outs that the draw knife might have left behind. But if you don't have a spoke shave, a rasp would work just as well for all of this. Test bend looks pretty good, so we can proceed with attaching the belt. Start by pushing the belt all the way into the kerf in one end. Getting the other end of the belt fixed into the bow is a little tricky and requires some trial and error. There I was guesstimating the length of belt I need while the bow is flexed. Then flexing the bow while pulling tension on the belt and tucking it into the kerf all at the same time. After finagling the belt in, you can get a more even curve by spot treating with a rasp. Here it is in action, and you can see how well it works for blending and smoothing curves because the belt can flex. But the thing I use it most for is removing dumb, gunky surface coatings and putting a nice, grippy, ergonomic texture on tool handles. The bow sander, a simple, handy refining and finishing tool that you can make yourself.